Weight loss is a journey, and believe me, oh, I've been down that road. I began my journey on June 17th, 2025. I weighed in at 292.3 pounds, and a little bit over 4 months later, I'm down 60.1 pounds. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 steps that I used to achieve that. I'm going to talk about adding in a cheat meal. I'm going to talk about loose skin, and I'm going to talk about what you need to do if you want to give up, because weight loss isn't easy. So if you're looking to lose weight, subscribe, because I'm on a path to lose 100 pounds. In terms of losing weight, I wanted to keep things as simple as possible. So for my exercise, every single day I'd walk, but I'd walk at least 10,000 steps. And I do that if I worked, if I had the day off, if I felt sick, if I was on vacation, if I didn't feel like it. Every single day I'd walk at least 10,000 steps. I wanted to include that last clip. No, it was not me walking, but for the first time in over a decade, I have successfully ran an entire mile non-stop, no breaks. And I'm very proud of that, so I just want to include that clip. That was me running, not walking, but I did an entire mile non-stop, and I'm very, very proud of that. In keeping with simplicity, my nutrition has been very, very simple. In fact, I've been eating the same thing for the past 7 weeks. I've been eating low fat, low calorie, high volume sandwiches, something very similar in nutritional value, comparable to like a 12-inch sub from Subway, one of their low fat varieties. And basically, what I have is 300 calories in bread, about 200 to 250 calories in ham or turkey, and then a pile of vegetables. I don't count the calories for the vegetables, just put as many as you want. And most of the time, my sandwiches would be about the size of my head, so it's a lot of food. And what we want to do here is keep it low fat, so I'm not adding any kind of cheese, any kind of dressing, any kind of mayo. We keep it with the bread, the protein, and as many vegetables as you like. And I'd have about 2 to 4 sandwiches each and every day. My last step for weight loss is called intermittent fasting, and quite simply, it's a time during the day when you can eat, and then a time during the day that you can't. For myself, I would typically eat between 5 to 7 o'clock at night, so like a 2 hour window. During that time, I could have my 2 to 4 sandwiches depending on the day. Once 7 o'clock rolls around, I'd be done eating for the day, eventually go to sleep. And I wake up in the morning, there's no breakfast, there's no snack, there's no lunch. My next meal would be at 5 o'clock, and I would just do this every single day. Best part is, you're going to be fasting the majority of the day, and doing this, you're going to lose a ton of weight. I began my weight loss journey on June 17th, 2025, and there's been a couple constants since then. Essentially, what I've done is I've walked at least 10,000 steps every single day, and since that time, I've done some form of fasting every single day. And that's been working out really well. During the first couple of months, I figured out how I wanted to eat, so I played around with that a little bit. But for the last 7 weeks, I've done the last 3 steps that I've noted. So it's walking 10,000 steps, eating low fat, low calorie, high volume foods, and doing intermittent fasting every single day. And during the first 6 weeks, I've dropped 34 pounds, and today is going to be the 7 week weigh in. So officially, I began losing weight on September 17th, 2025. That's when I weighed in at 269.2 pounds, and that's when I started using the 3 techniques that I laid out in this video. So for the first 6 weeks, I've dropped 34 pounds, and that's by walking, it's by doing my low fat, low calorie foods, and it's by doing intermittent fasting. Now, week 7 rolled around, and the thing is, guys, I've developed some really, really good habits. So I'm still walking, I'm still fasting, and for the most part, I'm doing the low fat, low calorie, high volume foods. But this time around, I threw in a cheat meal. Now I'm developing a lifestyle. So for the first 6 weeks, I was nothing but perfect with my steps, with my eating, with my intermittent fasting, just perfection. Now I do have kids, and last week we had Halloween, everything happened where I'm going to have some candy. You know, I've earned it, I got my habits going. And, in the comments, let me know what your favorite Halloween candies are. I'm a sweets guy, so Skittles, Starburst, Sour Patch Kids. Those are my favorite. They also talked me into a pizza buffet, so I had that as well. But now that I've developed my habits, the next day I was back at it. I'm still walking, I'm still intermittent fasting, and was back on my regular low fat, low calorie, high volume foods. One of the best things you can do is to develop a lifestyle. And what a lifestyle is changing how you move, how you eat, and how you think. And that's going to help you lose weight, but it's something that you're going to have to do to maintain the weight loss after you're done. So I'm very confident that I like to walk. I'm going to continue to intermittent fast. And for the most part, I'm going to continue to eat low fat. But here's the thing, I do want to enjoy the foods that I want. And, once a week, I'll probably do a cheat meal. I don't have to, but if I want to, the option is going to be available. I'm going to maintain my weight loss to make sure that I'm still on track every single week. So we're looking at about 60 pounds of weight loss in a little over 4 months, and I'm definitely worried about having loose skin. So this is just a dude reaching out. I've lost about 60 pounds of weight in the last 4.5 months. I'm trying to lose over 100 pounds here. And for those people who have lost a significant amount of weight, what have you done that has helped reduce loose skin in the end? Put that in the comments. Help a guy out. I would really, really appreciate it. Losing weight is not easy in any way. You're having to change how you move, how you eat, how you think. And for me, one of the best things that I've done is creating a lifestyle and figuring out how do I like to move, how do I enjoy it. And I love to walk, so it's not a chore. And then I spent a couple of months figuring out how I wanted to eat, and I found out that I actually enjoy low fat, low calorie, high volume foods, and actually begin to look forward to it. So if you can begin to kind of play with how you eat and how you move, it becomes a lot easier. And then as you get progress, your mindset's going to change. So this is something that has really helped me in terms of not giving up. I'd really love this channel to be a community where we can help each other out. So in the comments, let me know what you do when you feel like quitting, but you keep pressing on. What techniques do you use to keep moving forward and stay on the path? So here we go. This is week 7. We've made a lot of progress, down from 292.3 pounds. And every single day, I'm making progress. Every single week, we're making new habits. Things are changing. It's happening day by day, week by week. And I'm beginning to feel better. I'm beginning to move better. I'm beginning to think better. Things change, but they do take time. You have to be consistent. And this is where I'm currently at. I'm looking pretty good. I'm looking really good. And the results keep coming. So after 7 weeks of weight loss, I've dropped 37 pounds, and that essentially equates to 5.3 pounds per week on average lost. Now, if we're looking at weight loss from 292.3 pounds, I've lost officially 60.1 pounds in the last 4.5 months, and a lot has changed. I'm feeling a lot better. Overall, I'm doing great. So I've made some awesome progress. These are just some comparisons from 269.2 pounds down to 232.2 pounds, so 37 pounds lost. You can obviously see some differences. The biggest ones are from the side. And I'm going to continue to make progress, but so far I'm looking pretty dang good. All this kid does is lose weight. And with that, week 7 is in the books, 37 pounds down in 7 weeks, a total of 60.1 pounds since June 17th, 2025. If you made it this far, make my day. Leave a like, definitely subscribe, and in the comments, give us your number one weight loss tip. It helps everybody out. Thank you so much.